Alright, I'm just finishing the sunflower, and for whatever reason Courseplay decided that it does not want to work, so I'll finish this up before we go into the next month. And it looks like it's missing quite a lot, even though I set it up to be smaller than what the width of the planter is. But for whatever reason it decides that it does not want to do the whole lot, so that's fine. We'll go and fix it. We'll go and fix it. After all, it's not that hard to go and fix it up. So we're planting this because we want to get our my oil factories going, so we can get some sunflower oil, and that's the reason that we are doing sunflowers. They're not really the most profitable to do, but it keeps the factories going. Now what I need to do is buy a trailer so we can transport our milk to our factories, because we've had our factories for what, 2 episodes at least, if not 3, and we haven't really done anything about it. And the sad thing about it is that we're feeding the cows, but the cows cannot produce any more milk. So the bad thing is that we are just giving them feed for absolutely no gain whatsoever. So yeah, don't want to be doing that too long. Plus we're losing income from our factories. We're losing income from our factories, which is also not good. So we will have quite a bit of planting to do, which we kind of not really paid attention to our planting as well as we should have. Come on. I think I'm going to have to start swapping these articulated tractors out. I've kind of had enough of them. And start looking for some tractors that are not articulated. And, probably a little bit easier to deal with as far as driving around. They don't seem to, it's not just the tractors themselves, it's this planter as well, or seeder. Well, it's a planter actually as well, that does not seem to respond so well to turns, which in itself is not a good thing. So we've got ourselves a little bit to fix over here, so let's just get it done. I'm not going to bother about every little bit. And yeah, I stopped exactly when I shouldn't have stopped, but that's fine. So the worker did do majority of it, or Courseplay did do majority of it, so we're not going to have any issues there. It's just bits and pieces that he decided that he did not want to do. And that's not necessarily a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. I suppose in real life, from what I see with real life farmers, it's not as uncommon as probably should be, despite the fact of the U-bit equipment that farmers are using these days. They're still not 100% mistake proof, and there's so many times where the $500,000 planter doesn't seem to plant, or seems to have some sort of a fit where it decides, I'm not doing this anymore. And yeah, so let's get these before I forget about it, and then we'll look back and go, well, what's happening with all those Courseplays that we have there. I'll fix this little bit. I'm wondering if I should drive all the way there and fix those. Might as well. What's my speed like? 28. Oh, my pH and all that is a bit low. So my nitrogen and all that's not very good. Seems to be touching somewhere. Seems to be touching. So we need to get into our truck and go and buy. I don't even remember if I bought, because I've kind of been away. I've recorded a few more episodes and I've kind of been away. Well, I have been away, and not kind of been away. So I find it a bit hard to remember exactly where we're at with all this. I did start a new map. If you haven't seen it, have a look for it on my channel. Let me know what you think. It's obviously not the not the map that I've had a lot of episodes posted so far. Hopefully, coming up, we'll have a few more episodes. Now, I do need to get myself into a bit of a better routine, I suppose, because I've again fallen behind Daggerwin. At one stage, I was slowing down because I didn't want to be so much ahead. And now they're up to episode 70 or 71 or something like that. And obviously, I am nowhere near that. So by the time I think, oh, you better slow down, because whatever, all of a sudden, Daggerwin and Chainsaw, they put out 3 or 4 or 5 episodes, and then I kind of lag behind, and then I go, oh, hang on a little bit, what's going on, and so on and so on. Now I haven't yet finalized all the planting, and I think this is where I've put my cannery or soup, and what do we have? Soup and some other production, I forget right now, for my red beets. Now, red beets we got galore. I don't think I've completely emptied my harvesters. I don't think I've returned my harvesters back. So let's go and get the roller going. Is it a roller or is it... what did I do? I can't remember if it's grass roller or mulcher that I have here. So let's go and reconfigure it. If we need to reconfigure it, that is. Okay, let's go have a look. What? What do you mean nothing there? It's clearly there. Yes, customize. Field roller. It's going to charge me $500 just because I want to change the color. I think it was the same. Am I wrong? Or it was the same? So let's just go and set this up to roll. I may need to set up the fertilizer, to go and put some more fertilizer. I think in the next harvest time we will need to put some lime on all this field. So I think that's where we're kind of lagging behind. Oh, that was close. No, I don't know if... No, it does not. I was going to say, does it actually give me a bit of a... I'm here. Where am I? Let's just make it 24. I don't know if I'm going to regret this, but hopefully not. And I'm saying I'm going to regret it, obviously, because of the trees on the edges. Okay, well, let him do whatever he needs to do. Still got food there. We don't need you. Okay, this one is empty. Now we're going to use this truck. We're going to park this trailer, obviously, and use this truck to go and get ourselves. Oh, I really need to start taking care of my equipment. I always hate it when I see Daggerwin's equipment all over the place, and I think Chainsaw's not. It's more like me. He likes equipment to be neater because. I don't know, maybe but yeah, Daggerwin seems to be very messy when it comes to his equipment. Okay, now let's go and get ourselves something to transport milk. I cannot remember if I already bought it or not. That's got food, so that's fine. We are getting some honey, but not a lot, so that's also fine. No, we have not bought it, so that's fine. Okay. Before I go into anything else, no. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Do I have anything here? 32,000. Oh, I've got a lot of these. We want it to be a bit sort of like milk, right? Actually, why don't I just go there as well? Go with off-road. None. And before I buy it, sometimes I go buying equipment and then it has problems, and then I log in next time and then I have problems. You know what? Yeah, well, obviously should be. You know what? Oh, close in May. Where are we? Well, we are in May. So we better start selling the clothes. Well, why did I set it up? Didn't I set it up to bottle milk? Nothing there, so that's easy. Oh, we got preservatives. So it's not really doing anything. Fabric, mayo, clothing. Where are you, clothing? Storing. I think I'll change that to spawning. And then we'll get our truck and start selling the clothing as well. It looks like we kind of already missed the best price for clothing. Now, if you remember, in my last clothing selling session, I only sold a couple of them by taking them to the sell point. And then the rest, I put them to automatic sell, and I lost about $2.something million. Again, it's not that big of a deal because I got plenty of money and I've got plenty of everything. So it's not really going to be something that, wow, I lost $2 million. In real life, you wouldn't say what I just said, but obviously here you don't really mind. Now I'm trying to remember. Okay, we'll just drive on our own grass, eh? Trying to remember where you load the milk from. I would imagine okay. So it looks like we're short. Looks like we're short on silage. So we got truckloads of silage, so that's not a problem. I don't think this is where you get the milk. I think that's where you get the milk, right? At least this way, our cows are not gonna starve. I wish in FS25 they don't give you this option where your animals don't die. You know, it should be that if you're not looking after your animals, they should just die. In my opinion, anyway. Okay, that kind of doesn't look right. We'll let them. How are we going for mineral feed? We still have some, so that's fine. Let's have a look what's happening with our milk. Okay, so we can choose what's happening with our factories. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're kind of running low on that, which is not really nice. Grapes, we got plenty. Okay, we kind of don't really have anything there. We got water. I don't really worry about this anymore. Got olives galore. What's happening to our oil? It's probably, I mean, we still got $7 million there. A paper roll, we need to go and sell that. Okay, so that's all we've got to do. All right, so we've should have just about cleaned up the milk. Oh, and the truck. So we should have just about destroyed the truck and the barn and emptied the milk. So I suppose at least we're doing. And now we're going to destroy the bean. Not. You know what? Oh, don't go off the road. I was going to say I created the road, so I should be using it. Otherwise, why did I waste my space and time to create it? In real life, obviously, people would be using the road. They wouldn't be driving on the fields because the farmer would not be very, very happy with you to destroy his field. So we're going to do that. Now, I think we're doing bottled milk from memory instead of just selling the milk. Now, I could. Okay, I don't know what's happening there, but that's okay. Let him do whatever he needs to do. I could obviously just sell the milk, but I thought, you know what? Why? Why just do it so simple? You know, do something a little bit better than just. Okay, there's a. Okay, this is because we have not activated that nothing's happening. Where is the bottled milk? Activate. Okay, so you can put 100,000 liters, so it's 1 for 1. Now, I don't know if milk, so milk at its maximum, you get 2. Where's bottled milk? Bottled milk, whoa, so it's definitely worth it. You know what, I hope This isn't one of those containers that you can't unload. I was to hang on a little bit. Okay, so we had to take the tug. Oh, look at that, almost in the water. So it obviously, you have to be on the trigger with the right tank, since this truck has 3 tanks on it. You had to be there with the right tank to be able to, you know what, let him do whatever he needs to do while he's there. No, we're not going to need you. No. Oh. Okay. Where is the nearest truck? Now, obviously, I am not doing this again. No more root crops in this series, unless I want to be, you know, just punishing myself. It just, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is worth it, because the amount of crop that you get, it's definitely worth it. And I think if you would, I'd be curious to do a series where your entire crop and everything that you have is just, you're only dealing with these type of crops. Since this one has a higher capacity, we'll set this one up to do the job. After all, we are paying for it to be doing this, so let it do whatever it needs to be doing there. Where did I see that truck? I think it was at the other end of the field, wasn't it? Like, this harvesters, look at the speed. Like, it's just crazy to have the speed there. Look at that. It's just unbelievable. Now I think I should I should put some lime on this field. Let's have a look. Oh, where am I? Yeah, I'm on this field. Nitrogen. Whoa, I think that's fertilizer. Oh, still got all this to do. Let's set you up to do it. Actually, yeah, why not? Okay. Let's take you. What is this? 250,000 liters of it. Now, I am aware some of you might say, hey, but you're using unrealistic equipment for this. It is the only reason that I've used the unrealistic equipment, is because I did this. I would have I would have never in my, or never ever would I have ever attempted to you know, even bother to try and do any root crop, and especially the new root crops with such harvests that we have in the game, just the realistic ones, if I could use that saying. It would never happen. I would never do it. It just physically does not make sense. I think even 20 episodes later, I would still be harvesting, and with all due respect, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm curious to see red beets. I think it's more towards the bottom, right? Got 500,000 in there, and we'll get whatever we'll get now. Yeah, it's not that bad of a price, 408, so I could just sell whatever's there. and get some money out of it that way. But I'm not going to do that, obviously. And let's just do this. That way we can kind of, so we're at $26 million, let's say. So we got ourselves $750,000 out of that. And we'll get some more. Come on, come on, come on. How much more clothing do we have in fabrication? Not here, not here. Clothing. So we should have quite a bit more. 17, so another 17 pallets. Anyway, I'll continue to obviously sell all this. I'll get everything sold, I'll sell the paper, and next time we'll move on to June. I was actually planning to move on to June this episode. I didn't realize how much I was falling behind. So that's why I did not move, because I would have missed out. Again, I think if Daggerwin and Chainsaw doing another survival, I think I'll start to do it more their way than my way type of thing, and actually, because I do agree with what he said. As much as this game, it is about success and it is about making money. Once you get to the point where I am, like I've actually been putting on the brakes massively. I reckon if I wouldn't have been putting on the brakes, I would have just continued to do what I did while I was still, I had two clothing production buildings and all that sort of stuff. I reckon I could have had 50 million by now. But yeah, I kind of just said, you know what, let's just another 5. Let's just put on the brakes a little bit and make it a little bit more realistic. You don't, it's a nice feeling to just go buy whatever equipment you want, but at the same time, I think you kind of loses a little bit of the, when you can just go and say, hey, I want this, I'm just going to buy it, versus where you can't afford to buy it and you buy a tractor and so on. So anyway, have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family. I'll see you the next one. Bye bye.